Good morning, children. I welcome you all to the next class of botany. Now, before starting our today's class, let me again tell you the definition of virus. For writing the definition of virus, you have to write three terms. Okay, the three keywords. So, first keyword is they are submicroscopic. Second keyword you have to write they are obligate intracellular parasite. And the third word you have to write disease causing. So for writing the definition of virus, you have to write virus are submicroscopic, obligate intracellular parasite and disease causing. Now again I want to tell you another thing about virus. As we have already studied, virus they are host specific. That is, particular virus will attack the particular host. That it has an ability to select the host, whether it has a plant or the animal or the human being. So this host specific nature of the virus is controlled or governed by the protein coat, that is the capsid. So selection of the host is done by the protein coat, that is the capsid. Next, we have studied virus they are disease causing. This disease causing nature of the virus is controlled or governed by the nucleic acid, that is the DNA or the RNA which is present in that virus. So it's clear now. So we have already studied virus has only two components in the structure. One is the protein coat and the other one is the nucleic acid. So protein coat function is what? To select the host, and the nucleic acid function is what? To cause the disease. Okay. Today let's now continue with our today's class. In today's class we are going to study first one about the multiplication of the phage or the life cycle of the phage we are going to study. Next we are going to study virus like disease causing particles. Next we are going to study some viral diseases in plants, animals and human beings. Okay. So first we are going to study about the life cycle of the phages. So here we know what are phages. Phages are nothing but the viral infecting bacteria. They are called as bacteriophages, and bacteriophages are also called as phages. So virus infecting bacteria, they are called as bacteriophages or phages. So here the phage they multiply through two different types of life cycle. First one is the lytic or the virulent cycle. The word lytic is derived from the word lysis. Lysis means breaking. So here the virus attacks the bacterial cell. It breaks the host cell. Okay, after its multiplication inside the host cell, it destroys the host cell or it destroys the bacterial cell and releases the progeny. So this type of cycle is called as virulent cycle. Next is the lysogenic cycle, or it is also called as avirulent life cycle. So here what is happening? The viral genome, that is the DNA or the RNA of the virus, will enter inside the bacterial cell, and this the viral genome will mix with the bacterial genome. Next, when the bacterial cell they multiply, so this new combination of bacterial genome and the viral genome, they will also multiply along with the bacterial cell. Okay. So here we are going to study two types of life cycle of virus. So let's first study about the lytic cycle. Now during lytic cycle of phage, disintegration of the host bacterial cell occurs and the progeny virions are released. So as we studied, for the release of the progeny, that is the numerous bacteriophages which are present inside the bacterial cell, they are released by the disintegration, that is breaking of the host cell. Host cell, here it is the bacterial cell. Now the steps involved in this lytic cycle, there are 5 steps are involved. First step is adsorption. Adsorption means fixing or attaching over the bacterial cell. Second step is penetration. Okay, then that is only the genetic material penetrates inside the bacterial cell. Third is the synthesis. Synthesis is what? After entering inside the bacterial cell, the this viral genome will synthesize its own protein and they will start multiplying. Replication will take place. This is called as synthesis. Okay, next is assembly and maturation. So here, after entering inside the bacterial cell, the only the genetic material is present in viral genetic material is present inside the bacterial cell. Now this will develop its own protein material and they will assemble themselves. This is called as maturation, and the last step is release. So let's study each step one by one. So first step is adsorption. So here the phage T4 particles, they interact with the cell wall of the host. Okay, so here the bacteriophage particle, they gets deposited over the cell wall of the host, that is deposits of host. Here it is the bacterial cell. So example we are studying here of a bacteria E. coli or Escherichia coli. The phage tail makes contact between the two. Okay, that is the contact between the bacteriophage as well as the bacterial cell is made by the tail fibers. The tail fibers recognize the specific receptor sites present on the bacterial cell surface. So here the proper place of attachment on the bacterial cell is recognized by this tail fibers because they have the receptors there. So the receptor here in the phage is what? They are the lipopolysaccharides. Okay, in the tail fibers lipopolysaccharides are present which acts as the receptors. Okay, so the process involving the recognition of phage of bacteria is called as landing. So here the place on the bacterial cell where the the tail fibers they fixes over the surface of the cell wall, bacterial cell wall, that process is called as landing. Once the contact is established between the tail fiber and the bacterial cell, the tail fibers bend to anchor the pins and base plate to the cell surface. This step is called the pinning. So here after the attachment, the tail fibers they will bend and the end of the tail will pin over the surface of the bacterial cell. This is called as pinning. So here you can see the diagram here, the first diagram adsorption. So here in this diagram you can see the bacterial genome is shown. This is the bacterial cell. In the bacterial cell we have the circular bacterial genome is present there. On the surface of the bacterial cell, the bacteriophages has landed over there. Okay, so with the help of the tail fibers, after landing, what it is doing, the tail fibers are bended and the base plate will fix over the cell wall of the bacterial cell, and this process is called as pinning. Okay, so here this the entire process is called as adsorption. Next, after adsorption, okay, the next step is what? Penetration. So here let's study what is penetration. The penetration process involves a mechanical and enzymatic digestion of the cell wall of the host. So here, for as we have studied, the tail fibers they have the receptors, they select the particular site where the bacteriophage lands over the bacterial cell wall. Next step is what? Penetration. So they develop the virus secretes some digestive enzymes. With the help of that digestive enzyme, the cell wall of the bacteria is destroyed. Okay, and through that damaged part, the nucleic acid of the viral enters inside the bacterial cell. So the penetration process involves mechanical and enzymatic digestion of the cell wall of the host. At the recognition site, phage digests certain cell wall structure by viral enzyme that is called as lysozyme. So the enzyme which causes the digestion of the cell wall, that is the breaking of the cell wall in a particular site of the bacterial cell wall, that is called as lysozyme. So lysozyme causes the damage of the cell wall of the bacteria. After pinning, the tail sheet contracts. So here after pinning, after the base plate of the tail attaches over the cell wall. So here what will happen? The tail sheet they start contracting. For this they require some ATP energy and appears shorter and thicker. So the tail appears shorter and thicker. After contraction of the base plate enlarges, through which DNA is injected into the cell wall without using metabolic energy. So here as we have studied, this tail sheet they contracts, okay, they become shorter, and next the base plate they enlarges, okay, the base plate they enlarges, and through this base plate the DNA which is present in the bacteriophage, they are injected into the bacterial cell without using any energy. The step involving injection of DNA particle alone into the bacterial cell is called as transfection. So as we have studied, only the viral nucleic acid, that is the DNA, only enters inside the bacterial cell. This process of transfer of DNA particle of virus into the bacterial cell is called as transfection. Now here from the bacteriophage, only the DNA has entered inside the bacterial cell. So the remaining outer cover, the head, the tail, the base plate, they are all remain outside. So the protein coat which is left outside the bacterial cell, they are called as ghost. The empty protein coat leaving outside the cell is known as ghost. So the empty protein coat of virus which is outside the bacterial cell, that is called as ghost. So here penetration, what is penetrating? Only the DNA of the bacteriophage enters inside the bacterial cell. So here you can see the diagram, the second step penetration. So here the phage DNA only enters inside the bacterial cell. The protein coat they remain outside the bacterial cell wall. Okay. Next, so this process is called as penetration. The third step now. Next, synthesis. This step involves the bacterial chromosome. Next, after the entry of the viral DNA inside the bacterial cell, first thing what it will do, it will degrade the bacterial chromosome. As we have studied, bacteria has a circular DNA. The activity of that circular DNA is stopped there, or it is first destroyed there. Second, what it will do, it will it will synthesize some protein, and this protein is not the bacterial protein but the protein which is synthesized by the action of the viral DNA. Third step is DNA replication. So third, what will happen? This DNA, viral DNA, they will start multiplying, replicating inside the bacterial cell. So here the first step, degradation of bacterial chromosome. Let's understand. The phage nucleic acid, that is the viral DNA, takes over the host biosynthetic machinery. That is the host here, it is bacteria. Bacteria's machinery is in control of viral DNA. Host DNA gets inactivated and breaks down. That is now the that is the bacterial DNA. They get inactivated and they break down. Now phage DNA, that is the viral DNA, suppress the synthesis of bacterial protein. So here now the bacterial DNA is inactivated, so it will not synthesize any protein. Instead, the viral DNA, they will start synthesizing their own proteins and direct the metabolism of the cell to synthesize the protein of the phage particles. So here as we have studied, only the viral DNA is entering inside the bacterial cell, and the viral cell is complete when it is having the two components, the nucleic acid as well as the protein coat. So here after entering inside the bacterial cell, this nucleic acid will stop the protein synthesis of the bacteria. It will synthesize its own protein which is required to make its protein cover. Okay. So to synthesize the proteins of the phage particles, and simultaneously replication of the phage DNA also takes place. So simultaneously what will happen? The one viral DNA which was present inside the bacterial cell, it will start producing its own copies. So numerous viral DNAs will be present inside the bacterial cell. So here you can see in the diagram the third step, synthesis. So here you can see inside the bacterial cell. Now here numerous DNAs are there. DNAs are there. The blue color represents the viral DNA. Next you can see the head particle, the protein coat of head particles are present there. Tail is present there. Okay, tail fibers are present there. So all these protein components, they are synthesized here. Next, the DNA replication is also taking place and the bacterial genome is completely broken down. Next, you are going to study the next step is the assembly and maturation. So here the DNA of the phage and protein coat synthesized separately and are assembled to form phage particles. As we have seen in the diagram, the head portion is separate, the tail portion is separate. Now here what will happen, all these protein particles, they will assemble themselves, and inside each protein coat there will be particular DNA particles will be present there. So DNA of the phage and protein coat are synthesized separately and are assembled to form the phage particles. The process of assembling the phage particles is known as maturation. So here this assembly of phage particles, that is, it will have a head, tail fibers will be there, neck region will be there. So here all these regions, they are assembled together inside the bacterial cell. This process is called as maturation. Okay, so here for the formation of a new bacteriophage, it takes only 20 minutes. So within 20 minutes of infection, so once the bacterial cell is infected, after 20 minutes there will be 300 new bacteriophages inside one bacterial cell. So as we have studied, only one bacteriophage infected the bacterial cell. So after 20 minutes, you can find inside that bacterial cell there are 300 new bacteriophages ready inside the bacterial cell. Okay, so here we can see how fast is the multiplication of the virus inside the bacterial cell. Next, you are going to study the last step is the phage particles get accumulated inside the host cell. So the progeny of the progeny of the virus bacteriophage is ready. They are accumulated, they are present numerous in number inside the bacterial cell. Now they are released by the lysis of the host cell wall. So here you can see in the last step, release, can see the bacteriophages, they are released out of the bacterial cell by the rupturing of or breaking of the bacterial cell. This step is called the release. So here you can see in the diagram 5 steps are there: adsorption, penetration, synthesis, assembly and maturation, release. So here the first one we have studied on the bacterial cell. The bacteriophage, they land over it. Okay, so here with the help of the receptors, they land at a particular site. After landing there, it pins over the surface of the bacterial cell. Next, with the help of the lysozyme, that is the enzyme, the virus, it will break the cell wall and it will send its DNA inside the bacterial cell. So that step is called the penetration. That is, the phage DNA enters inside the bacterial cell. After entering inside the bacterial cell, this phage DNA, it will destroy the function of the bacterial genome. Next, what will happen, it will start, after entering inside the bacterial cell, it will start synthesizing the head, the tail region. Okay, the fibers, it will start synthesizing the head, collar, tail, base plate, and the fibers it will start synthesizing. Along with that, the replication of the phage DNA takes place inside the bacterial cell. After this, the next step, the fourth step, what will happen, all these protein particles, that is the head, the collar, the tail, the base plate and the fiber, they will assemble themselves, and inside that the DNA will be present there. So this is called as assembly and maturation. Once the phage is ready, okay, matures, its assembly is over, its maturation is over, it's ready to be released. So this release of the progeny of the bacteriophage takes place by the breaking of the bacterial cell wall. So the cycle is called as lytic cycle.